we are here in the small town of Liverpool, Texas. It's kind of, I don't want to say in the middle of nowhere, but it's a place that a lot of people just kind of drive by County Road 192 and just don't come down this way at all. But it's a very historic town, and we're going to hit a few of the historic markers that are here in the town, but we're going to start here at the post office, and there's a nice historical marker right here, so let's go ahead and take a look at that. So the Liverpool post office marker here states Liverpool officially founded in 1837. So this is a very old town in regards to Texas. Received most of its mail by boat via Galveston or Velasco. Velasco is basically Freeport now. Before the 1840s. Warren D.C. Hall, 1788 to 1867, a leader in the Texas Revolution and former Secretary of War in the Republic of Texas, became Liverpool's first postmaster in 1846. 3 more postmasters served before the office was closed in 1867. There was no post office in Liverpool during the Reconstruction period following the Civil War. The closest was at Sandy Point, a community on the Columbia Tap Railroad. Allen Levy became postmaster in 1879, receiving mail 3 times a week. 13 years later, Margaret Warley moved the post office to a building away from the Liverpool Center, as did many businesses. The office moved closer to the newly erected iron bridge which spanned Chocolate Bayou. From 1892 to 1900, the post office moved several times between the Iron Bridge and downtown Liverpool. Postal operations were usually housed in the postmaster's residence or businesses such as the depot, general store, or ferry office. Henry Clement built the first postal building near his home in 1900. In 1908, the new Liverpool town site was laid out on the railroad. Other postmasters, including Louisa Richardson Ackerman Faulkner, who served a term during each of her 3 marriages, continued to use the homes or businesses near downtown until another post office was erected in 1942. With its 23rd postmaster appointed in 1997, the Liverpool post office continues to serve the area. Let's take a couple of steps back here, and here is the Liverpool post office. And I believe they're closed on the weekends, on Saturday and Sunday, as are all of the city agencies. But we're going to find out as much information about Liverpool as we can. So our next stop, we're going to go to the Liverpool Cemetery. There we actually see 2 historical markers there. So let's go ahead and get on over to the Liverpool Cemetery. We're now at the Liverpool Cemetery. We're just off of St. Anne Road and what's called County Road 272A, and it's basically just a big circle and goes back to St. Anne. But here we've got 2 historical markers here. First one is the Liverpool Cemetery, and community founded in 1837 as Chocolate Bayou Shipping Point and named for famous English port. Yes, Liverpool got its name from Liverpool, England. Burials began here in 1875. 3-acre cemetery site was gift of Thomas C. Nelson. In early years, part of the tract was occupied by a building used as a school and a church. And then just below that, we've got Thomas Jefferson Callahan, a San Jacinto veteran, born in Illinois May 10th of 1817, died May 31st in 1880. His wife, Joanne Bischoff Callahan, born in Germany March 18th of 1839. She died March 1st of 1925. And you can see here that the cemetery, unfortunately, the ground is rather soggy because it rained all night. But you can see off in the distance there is some older gravestones there, and unfortunately the weather just didn't cooperate with us very well today. But maybe this is a place that I'll come back to and check out when it's much drier. So we're gonna go ahead and go back into town and hit a couple more of the historical markers. As you can hear above me, there's a mockingbird right over my head. But I wanted to just see if I could get a little bit closer, better look of the cemetery from the opposite direction. I did find a place where I could get to that I'm not going to be knee deep in mud and water. But you can see here that there are a lot of older gravestones here. And again, this may be a place that we come back when everything's kind of dried out and we can explore this historic area a little bit further. And one other place that we can look at is, I'll double check this, but I believe this right here is, it's either going to be Oyster Creek or Chocolate Bayou. I'm leaning towards Chocolate Bayou myself, but I will double check, and I'll have the actual answer at the bottom of the screen. I have to do this in post. But what I have noticed about this area is a lot of it is very low, and just on this little circular area here, you can see that there's water going across the roads right over here, and then there's one on the other side, and there's a lot of water in ditches, a lot of water in low-lying areas where yards are, and some of the houses that are closer to the water, a little further up the road here, are actually on stilts. So this may be actually somewhat of a flood-prone area, but still very interesting and cool town. So we're gonna actually this time head back into town and go check out at least one or two more of these historical markers. So this area is maybe a mile just north of Liverpool, just off of State Highway 35. It is a boat ramp, and it looks like the water's rather high here. Believe this is Chocolate Bayou. Maps are not real good about actually naming waterways all that great. It's not major rivers, so I'm somewhat taking a guess. And driving in to this area, I did not necessarily see a historical marker, even though there's a sign for one. But we're gonna see if we can actually find it on the way out. But waterway here is not real wide. Looks better than the San Bernard does on the northern tier aspect of it. But here's our area right here. Plenty of parking. And I have no idea what the fishing is like in Chocolate Bayou or anything like that. But it's a place, you know, I actually kind of feel a little bit at peace and comfortable. And maybe just because it's Brazoria County, I'm not 100% sure, but this is home for me. Is Brazoria County, especially the west side of the Brazos. But I love this county, and I want you to know about Brazoria County. And when you hear Brazoria, I don't want people thinking, what the hell is that? Or where the hell is that? I want you to know exactly where it's at. And it's home. And I want more people to know about the amazing history that is here. So let's go try to find that historical marker, and maybe learn a little bit more about Chocolate Bayou and Oyster Creek. Now here's something kind of funny. We're right off of State Highway 35, and there's a sign right there that says historical marker 9545. There is no historical marker out here, none whatsoever. And that road right over there leads to the boat ramp that we just came from. Now, I will admit, at times I'm as useful as a football bat, but I don't even see any evidence that a historical marker was here. And if it was, it may have since been removed, but I do know that I can get a picture of it and put it on the screen, so at least we can learn a little bit more about Chocolate Bayou and Oyster Creek as it pertains to Liverpool and pre-revolution era Republic of Texas and Austin's original colony. So thanks for watching, folks, and hope y'all enjoyed it.